I'm Max Brantley with the Arkansas Times on Friday, January 9th. Big news in Arkansas today, huge news. Former Judge Mike Maggio turned up in federal court this afternoon and pleaded guilty to bribery. This is the case in which it's long been suggested that there was something amiss about the fact that he received a lot of campaign contributions from a nursing home owner in Fort Smith, Michael Morton, shortly before he made a decision that reduced a nursing home damage suit judgment against one of Michael Morton's nursing homes from $5 million to $1 million. Maggio now admits in federal court that indeed he lowered that judgment in return for the campaign contributions he received. Morton is not identified by name, but the indictment indicates a owner of nursing homes sent the money through an intermediary. That would appear to be Gilbert Baker, the former state senator, Republican state senator and lobbyist who bundled campaign cash for a lot of candidates. This is huge. We don't yet know if further indictments can be expected. The fact that Maggio pleaded means that he won the race to the courthouse. He'll get a reduction in his sentence. He'll perhaps only have to serve 3 years if he's lucky, because he is cooperating with federal authorities. He's made direct admissions that do not sound good for other people involved in this case. I think it's worth adding that Michael Morton, the nursing home owner, whatever his crimes may or may not have been, contributed hundreds of thousands of dollars to political candidates in Arkansas this year, and he focused on judicial races. There are 3 sitting members of the Arkansas Supreme Court, Rhonda Wood, Karen Baker, and Robin Wynn, who received significant campaign contributions from Michael Morton and other people in the nursing home industry. I don't think these people give money to judges not expecting to get something in return. It doesn't mean it's illegal, it doesn't mean it's a crime, but it shows how corrosive the effect of money in Arkansas politics. This is a big day. It ought to have a lot of us thinking about what the future should hold about cleaning up judicial elections in Arkansas. Next, Asa Hutchinson announced more state agency leadership today. The big one was Larry Walther, a former phone company executive, a one-time Arkansas Economic Development Department chief, to be his head of his Department of Finance and Administration. I've been told this means that the current leadership at other high levels in the department are going to stay where they are. The department works well. It has some trusted hands. Walther will be a steady hand who knows a lot of these people already from previous public service. Ted Thomas, a highly partisan former state representative, had wanted this job as well. He ended up getting the chairman of the State Public Service Commission, and I think that was a good choice by Asa Hutchinson in this case. Elsewhere, Mike Beebe did his farewell column this week, and I took note of the fact that he was proud of the fact that he and his wife Ginger had opened the governor's mansion a remarkable 1,500 times to outside groups during his 8 years in office. That's an event nearly every other day. People are going to be watching very closely if the Hutchinson administration is as generous with the use of their home. It's a hard thing to have people come through your home every day, and the Beebes tried to be, at least briefly, at each one of these events. I think it's one of the reasons why he became such a popular governor. Elsewhere, the city of Harrison reports that an anonymous hacker has threatened all kinds of cyber attacks on the city of Harrison if they don't do something about racism. Hard to know if this is a serious threat or not. It's a terrible thing to do, to take out on a whole city. The fact that there's an unreconstructed KKK member who lives near Harrison who's put up a billboard there that promotes a racially unfriendly outlook, but they're worried about it in any case. President Obama today has announced a free community college program, free tuition for anybody going to community college. It won't be as expensive, it seems, because some existing sources of money can be used. The states probably are going to be asked to participate. This has importance here. We've got lottery money that could pay the cost of this in Arkansas. It'd be a great thing. It'd be far better than narrowing the scholarship program only to merit-based applicants. Giving people job skills at community colleges ought to be a popular program by the president all over the country, but Republicans are already saying we can't afford it. I don't think we can afford not to educate people. Mike Huckabee has a knack for spinning a line, and he's done it again. He fed an excerpt from his new supposed book. It's a little collection of little essays that has some commentary on pop culture, and Huckabee dines out on this frequently. He says Beyonce just shouldn't shake herself the way she shakes herself on TV, and that he thinks her husband Jay-Z is pimping her out by letting her do this kind of thing, as if Beyonce doesn't have a mind and, well, booty of her own. Anyway, it's gotten a ton of attention. It's gone viral on the web. It almost certainly means Mike Huckabee will sell a few books, and Lord knows that's what Mike Huckabee is about. Finally, one small word. People who follow this on Facebook saw an adjacent Facebook post about the passing of my dear French Bulldog Fifi yesterday, and I really appreciate all the thoughts and condolences that came in. Little dogs become members of the family. She was my freedom bulldog. Some of you remembered from the days when the French weren't well thought of for their role in the Iraq War, so we renamed her a freedom bulldog. Farewell, Fifi, and farewell from me this week. I'll be back Monday.